Sagittarius moon. The Sagittarius moon. We have the wandering professor, natural philosopher. Where we find Sagittarius and Pisces, we find the people who turn everything into some sort of philosophical talk. Sagittarius and Pisces. So, in the moon started Sag. I just wanted to mention though, that moon square Venus that was at the end of Scorpio moon. When I'm talking about these things, I will leave it in the most basic, simple terms, and hoping that I know most of my friends have a bigger vocabulary than me and can poetically piece these things together in their own lives when I'm talking about them. So I don't really need to do that for you, right? But I guess some people just don't think of these things until they hear them from someone else. But when the moon is square Venus and it's women intention, it's also art and aesthetics intention. So when the moon was in the end of Scorpio and it was square Venus, that was right when I got up, didn't plan it, got up, saw the chainsaw guy video and thought, I'm going to do that with my chainsaw, made that sign. Just, that was it. That was the tension. That was the peak. And that's usually how artists work. They will have some sort of build up, those artist friends, who can't produce something until they have an emotional sort of thing happening. So their lives will be very tumultuous because of this. They're always trying to get to this peak. And that was one of the peaks. That's an art peak, a feminine aesthetics, art. So yeah, I didn't mention that. I just sort of said all women could be having some tension. We were, at the same time, my daughter and I, we've been here alone. We live separate from the rest of everyone else right now. And we only see them every second weekend. Or every weekend. We're not even sure how it's going to work. We'll just see them when we see them, but we are alone together a lot, so there is a lot of women tension in this household because it's just the two of us a lot. So yesterday was one of those kind of days, and I was kind of like trying to remind her, you should have a goal for the day and try to be productive, and then she was annoyed at me because I'm being annoying, and mom like lecturing her or something, and I just jumped up and went and did the chainsaw thing and got her involved, and she was burning it with me, and we resolved the tension. Then the moon moved into Sag, and Sagittarius is the wandering philosopher, the traveler. Sagittarius rules other people's religion, other people's culture. Where Gemini rules the culture close to home, it's the third sign or the third house. You can see it, remember? Gemini belongs here. They're right beside home. They're right beside the IC. So they rule the culture at home and the religion at home and your own religion and your family's religion, where Sagittarius rules other people's religion, other people's culture, far away, travels far from home. That's why astrologers will say Jupiter can mean you want to travel far away or move, a big change of scenery. Because that's Sagittarius, that's Jupiter's spot. And Pisces, Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Pisces, which is why they are the natural philosophers, and they will start rambling on about anything you give them, any topic at all. Sag and Pisces. So as soon as the moon hit Sag, we wandered into this moon sextile Mercury, which is great for communicating. So today, or tonight, see, it's 5 a.m. here, so for me it's going to be the next 8 hours in this day that these aspects are coming out. But for you guys it's the night, and then they'll be faded but still there in the morning. And that is moon sextile Mercury, which is a very useful communicative aspect that will help you get along with other people. These are both signs that really strive to get to other people, Libra and Sagittarius. So that's a good one. Communicating with new people, communicating with people you haven't spoken with yet, or maybe you don't normally get along with, but you find a common ground, a way to get along with them. And then at the same time, there's a moon opposite Mars. So this is also the tonight and tomorrow fading out, which is tension. The mood and the drive have tension again. And it has something to do with teachers and students, once again. Something to do with the information gatherer, little bits of everything from my own area is in conflict with somehow opposing this professor, Sagittarius, who is more about other people's culture and other people's experiences and taking all the information from Gemini and processing it, making it useful. So there's some sort of tension there. And that also plays out in weather things too as well, in the physical weather. Sagittarius moon is friendly, they're playful, and they like to babble, and they really like to get to know other people and where they're coming from. So that's just high in the weather for these next few days. Experiencing other people's culture and other people's beliefs and other people's view on things and other people's experience, listening to other people's experiences and comparing those to your own. Oh, for higher mind. That's why they say Sagittarius rules higher mind. It is really about expansion of your own little peon world and looking around and seeing what everyone else does.